Please help me welcome to the stage our next presenter, Colin McGinnis from Southside Early Learning.
31% on Medicaid, 19% on food stamps, an average hourly wage of $10.83. You probably think I'm talking about a parent of one of the children behind me, but you're wrong. I'm talking about something near and dear to my heart, those who support our students, our teachers. Preschool teachers in Ohio make less than their peers in 48 other states, $40,000 less than those in K-12. Enough to place them on public assistance time and time again. The early childhood workforce is in a frenzy. 35% of teachers turn over annually, putting a significant strain on the workforce and causing a teacher shortage. Yet at the same time, state and federal requirements are demanding high-quality teachers in our classrooms in order to access public funds. It doesn't make sense. Early childhood is the new Wild West. And well, the saying goes, there's a new sheriff in town. Southside Early Learning is bringing nearly 100 years of experience and creating Project Noodle, a professional development training and research institute where we'll change the way we nurture, understand, discover, and learn through teacher training. By educators, with educators, and for educators, our professional development model uses small cohorts and one-on-one peer coaching from master teachers. Project Noodle is still in its infancy. While we've secured $51,000 in startup funding and launched our first cohort, there's still a lot to learn. But the initial feedback is exciting. 43% of teachers said that their favorite thing about Project Noodle was the opportunity to embed new skills in the classroom practice. 36% said it was the opportunity to collaborate with peers and master teachers, a testament to our approach. With $72,000, we'll be able to quadruple our impact. With these funds, we'll hire a director to manage our sales and our marketing, and we'll be able to ensure support for our master teachers. Over 1 year, we'll be able to train 384 teachers. And if that wasn't impressive, that's impacting nearly 7,000 littles in our community. That's during the first 2,000 days, we'll be able to make a difference in the lives of children. The key to quality is a prepared and well-compensated workforce. And that workforce is our teachers that change lives. I'm asking you to invest in Project Noodle tonight. Invest in those lives, those teachers, and our future. Will you noodle with me?
So far you've got the best cheering crowd, so kudos on that. How does the training and the skills enhancement actually correlate to the teachers making more money? Because these teachers presumably work for companies that you don't control.
Yeah. So the way that Noodle works is it's the market system of buying professional development. What we're doing is a portion of revenue that comes into Project Noodle, we then share out to those same organizations with the requirement that they have to invest in their staff in some kind of way. So while I don't have the ability to make the commitment that Southside's going to commit to, which is the lowest point in our wage chart being $15 an hour, I can say if you want this free money, if you want to co-op professional development with me, you have to do something to invest in your staff and then gently nudge them and suggest some things that they could be doing, like increase wages or provide bonuses, or really just give a nice momentum, a thank you, a pizza day, because really our staff deserves something, and this is a place to start.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And Colin, you mentioned that I heard you mention 100 years of expertise, but then Noodle being pretty new, and so I know that you're building on that expertise, I think,
yes.
To do this, but then what does scalability look like for you? I see, more kids here, but are there other plans?
Yeah, so we are in initial conversations with folks actually outside of Ohio and then also in Ohio. So friends out in the Canton area are very interested in having a couple of cohorts operate out there. And then we've also been approached by friends in Milwaukee, St. Louis, and the Chicago area to expand and go that direction. The early childhood workforce problem isn't a Columbus problem. It's not a Central Ohio problem. Ohio is pretty bad on the list, but it's an issue everywhere. So we're starting here, starting at home, starting with what we know, and then we'll grow and expand from there.
Tell us a little bit about your background and why this is a problem that you want to solve.
Yeah, so by training, I'm a developmental psychologist. I joined Southside as CEO about 2 years ago in 2018. And one thing that blew me away, aside from the facility and the outcomes that we were getting, was the fact that these folks down here in the front row that are my teachers, and they're going to pretend that they're not, stayed there through 4 pay cuts, for the fact that some of them are making less than $10 an hour, and they're doing it out of the goodness of the heart because they're professionals, that they know that they're in the right spot. The results that we're getting, 100% kindergarten readiness, is not because of me or any other leader that could be there. It's the staff that we have in place. And if we're going to not lose those amazing people to places like Amazon, where you can go work in a warehouse for $16 an hour, I have to do something. It's unfortunate that I have to get up here and pitch to come up with something to do that, but that's a different issue that we'll tackle at a different time. But I'm fortunate that their expertise has allowed us to turn it into something like Noodle. It wasn't me that did that. It was really looking at what we had and building an amazing program off of the expertise already in-house.
Thank you.
Thank you, Colin.